Welcome, everybody, to Rev Talk. I'm Reverend Beverly and Reverend Kim. We've tried to come up with something to discuss today that would be very interesting for you. So I'm going to leave it to Kim to begin the session.
Wait, I thought this was your subject. You threw me under the bus again.
That's my job.
Oh my gosh. So I think it's like Happy Memorial Day afterwards, everybody, now it's kind of the unofficial, start to summer, which is good for a lot of people. Those of us, the people that are working, it's like,
Another day.
another day, it's another season, whatever. And yet, the weather and the sunshine, always makes everybody feel a little bit better, or most people. Me, humidity, not so much. It also brings up an awful lot of, and I think the energies as well, coming in with family and family relationships and coping with them, learning to navigate the waters of family and relationships can always be, a bit interesting. So it's one of those things where I think, again, it takes the whole stepping back, and it's hard to do when you get triggered, and family always triggers, I know me, quickly. Where it's like, I find myself reacting very quickly to a lot of things. And I guess what I need to do is to remind myself that I'm in control of me. I'm in control of how I react and what I say, and I don't have to give an immediate answer to anything. And that kind of helps me with conversations. And there are certain family members that just love to poke. They love to poke the bear, and they love to, poke until I scream, which is what they were after. So for me, it's a matter of being mindful of the conversation when I'm going in, with family members. There's the happenstance of meeting strangers and having conversations. Going to family functions, I think, is something you need to kind of prepare a little bit going in, just maybe even just looking at it positively and saying, this is going to be a great day. I'm going to have wonderful conversations with everybody, and it's going to go well, and I'm in control. So if I want to leave, I'll leave at a certain time. I don't have to stay, for the whole event or whatever it is.
I remember that family unity, because everybody pulls at you from all sides. They expect you to do this family expects you to do that. And you can't please all people all the time. And the most important person to please is yourself, and be an honor to your authentic self. And this is what I have problems from, because in my particular situation, I'm going to meet a granddaughter that I've never seen. Her mother has said nothing but negativities about me. My daughter is trying to get us together so we can be one happy family. My other daughter is saying, oh, why do you want to have anything to do with her? She's never, it's like when you do your DNA, you want to find a missing spouse or missing paternal imagery. And it's not about that. It's about being true to yourself and loving others, no matter what happens or transpires. So what I've found, when I enter a family situation or a birthday party, I protect myself with white light, and I go into it just as you said. This is going to be a great day. I'm going to see family members, friends and family. And if I want to leave, I'll leave. I am not committed to stay and being bombarded or have all their expectations thrown at me, because I am myself and I'm only responsible for myself. I am an adult. And most people forget that and they want to be people pleasers.
Well, you get into that where I always, and I don't know who said it. I don't know if it was in some movie or something, but it's true where, you know, when you go home to visit your parents, all of a sudden you feel like you're, 10 years old again.
Mhm.
Or 12 years old. And it's like
That relationship.
it's
Mhm.
like, so you're playing a particular role as that child again with your parents, forgetting how you are powerful and sovereign in yourself. Like with your granddaughter,
That's right.
You have no control over what her mother, your daughter, said to her. You have no control over that. You have no control how this child is going to react. All you can do is go in it honestly and lovingly and be yourself, and be happy for her that for meeting her, and the ball is then in her court as to what she wants to do with that, as to where she wants to go with it or not at all. That's okay. You've been your true best authentic self in that situation, and then that's all anybody can ask, is to be your best and true authentic self. If they have criticisms, that's on them.
That's the perfect example. If you stay within your divine self and your authentic self, it doesn't matter what everybody else reacts or does, because you know what you've done is out of love. And having said that, the other stuff is immaterial. How they accept, because you can't force somebody to accept it.
Right. Absolutely.
And this is what a lot of families do. They try to bring other family members into the mold and make this perfect, happy family. Well, life isn't that way, because we're all unique individuals at different levels in our life.
Well, and I find it interesting too, this whole let's all be happy. Well, who's to say you're not happy already? You're already happy being who you are. The I guess confrontation or whatever, the challenge comes from her idea of what a perfect family is supposed to look like. And again, like you said, you cannot force that. You can't force that. You can't fix that. There's nothing broken. Everybody is who they are.
Right.
Can't
change it.
Right.
All you have to do is be your true self, and then it'll just flow the way it's meant to flow.
So the next time you get lassoed into doing something because this was not your choice, you got kind of bullied into
I didn't want to go.
So next time, that's the boundary. It's like, no, you want to go right ahead. And if there is pushback, you get to ask them, why does this bother you? Why is this such a trigger for you? Why is this bothering you? I'm not bothered by it at all. I have no desire to go there. So help them along to take ownness of their triggers and of, figuring out for themselves. People are so quick to point their finger and to say, well, there's something wrong with you. You're doing this. Why are you like, no. perfectly happy accepting the situation the way it is. Why is it bothering you so much? You know?
That is an excellent point of reference because I am totally happy here. I do not have any desire to leave my little space. I don't even care to go out and shop, you know? And everybody, oh, you got to get out of the house. Oh, no, I don't, because I'm out every day working in my yard. I'm out every day walking. So I've found what pleasures me and brings me calm and peace of mind. And everybody else, it doesn't fit their pattern, particularly coming from California, and it's a whirlwind of activities. I mean, there's no downtime in California. And here there's 90% downtime. So,
Well, it's all about your self-care and doing what it is you enjoy to do. So, you know, again, somebody's like, oh, well, you need to get out. So why does that bother you that I'm not? What do you feel? You know, again, it's and you know what? You don't even have to ask them. You can just smile and, you know, I'm happy. I'm happy where I'm at. Let it go. If they want to continue it, you know, and you feel the need to, so why, what is it? What is it that's bothering you?
that's where we have to learn. You don't have to have the last word. You don't have to say anything. Silence is golden.
Oh, that's good. I like that. Well, and I always thought to myself, because I know there's some family members of mine that they feel they need to fix me. They feel that they know how to live my life better than I do. And I've allowed them for a very long time to push me around, and I can get very defensive very quickly because they want to push that big old button. And I'm finding if I allow my higher self, my stronger self, to just rest inside, I can feel the calm coming over me, and it's like, you know what, I don't have to answer them. I don't have to have a conversation about this or that or whatever. I'm in control of me. I'm in charge of what happens with my life and what I say or don't say. You know, and I'm a big proponent of, yeah, you know, after the event, you know, I get in the car and I run the conversation over.
Why? Yeah.
And like, oh man, I should have said this, or oh, I can't believe, oh, you know, I didn't say that. It's like, I get to stop beating myself up over that and learn that I'm in charge. And there's the ding. That's our confirmation.
That's exactly right, because we are in charge.
We are. And to recognize that we are that powerful. Again, I've been saying it over and over, and I'll say it again and again. We are that powerful. We do have that power within us to take control of our lives, all aspects of our lives, because that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Not somebody else's, ours.
Right. I'm not going to look at somebody else and say, oh, they need to do this. No. I don't know that person's entire life history. I've not lived it. I've not felt it as them. I can only live my authentic life as me because that's what it is. You know, it's just me. I can't, you know, look at somebody else. Now, if somebody asked my advice, are you asking me for advice? This is what I think. You know, and again, but I don't like rushing in and saying, well, you need to do this. Like, yeah, maybe not. You know, maybe not.
We need to think for ourselves.
Absolutely.
Not what everybody else should have said or we should have done or what they think. We need to live our authentic self and think for ourselves.
Well, and to stop shooting all over ourselves.
Yes.
You know, I mean, I attest to being, to doing that. I shoulda. And it's like, yeah, now let's let that go and look at what I learned. What can I do better? And what can I let go? What can I release?
There's a lot to release it, and with the energies right now, you forget to release. You're hung up on just trying to raise the vibration. Wait a minute, you have to get rid of the garbage to rise. So let it all go and sit with it, honor it, and move forward.
I love that. I love that, being able to release. And I'm very good at holding on to all the stuff. I'm holding on to it. Oh, don't let it go. Yeah, it's time to let it go. So I think I think it's good. And this time of year is a big time for family gatherings. A lot of let's go here, let's go there, let's get together, whatever. And it can be as easy as you make it and as fun as you make it. I mean, I used to just dread, oh my gosh, I used to just dread family holidays. Oh my gosh, I just, I could hear conversations happening in my head before I even got there. And I finally was like, I don't need to engage in any of this if I don't want to. And a light bulb went on, and it was kind of like, wow, as I was driving home that one time I was like, oh, that was like the best holiday I've had. I'm like, wow. And I'm thinking, I'm patting myself on the back too, just a little bit. Like, way to go. You did control yourself so that you did not allow the trigger to get to you. It was amazing.
Because if you don't trigger them, they can't trigger you. And it's peaceful. You just got to learn when to say something and when not to.
And like you said, it's not about having the last word. And that was good for me. It's like, I don't have to have the last word. And it's funny when you start thinking that way, like, I don't have to have the last word. It's funny to see who does.
That's a good observation.
I have seen that in the past, and I thought, they're not going to let this go. They're going to say something. Boom, they say something, and I just kind of chuckle, like, okay, they feel like they have to have the last word. Okay, I don't,
Because you're comfortable where you're at. You're comfortable in yourself.
For that moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
There'll be many moments to practice and get to there.
Yep, and to practice and all, but it's interesting to see how that all works.
Oh, I love it.
So what do you think, my dear?
I think we're complete. The idea is be true to yourself. Center within yourself. No one else is going to center you. No one else is going to complete you. You are complete and whole as yourself.
And honor your truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. All right, my friends. So with that, again, we remind you to be kind to yourself, be gentle with yourself, and to remember that you are unique in all the universe. There will never be another just like you in all of space and time. You are powerful, you are cherished, and you are loved. And without you, the song of the universe would be incomplete. Until next time.